Hello guys, today we're gonna work on this mid-century restoration. It's a beautiful furniture. The top's a little bit scratched as you can see, but the veneer is beautiful. The dresser has a lot of scratches and stains, but nothing that we cannot work on. My husband got me this dresser as a surprise again. One day just show up in my garage, but I decided to take the challenge and let's make it look beautiful. So here I decided to use my carbide scraper because I saw that the finishing on the drawers were very flaky. So I thought it would be easier to just scrape everything and save some sanding time. You're gonna see later that it didn't apply to the top because the top was very hard to scrape it and very hard to sand was just hard, but I had my moment here was very happy to scrape everything and see everything falling off. But unfortunately this happy time did not last long. But for right now, let's just be happy and enjoy how satisfying this is. The dresser had a couple areas that I had to use epoxy to fix the damage on the veneer, and later I color matched those areas. Well, just scraping the top did not work for me. I had to apply a finishing remover and let it soak for a couple minutes and then come back, try to scrape it. Even after this, you can see how hard it was. So I got my carbide scraper just to apply a little bit more effort on this. You see that I was getting a very, very thin layer at the time. So I kind of give up and just went straight from sanding. And I started with a very low grit and worked my way up. It took me some time, but I got it done. Sometimes you just have to be extra patient. Now it's time to make the repairs and glue everything that was broken. I glued all the veneers that I saw that was chipping. You can see that this side is also missing a chunk that cannot be glued, so I fixed with the epoxy again. Then I came back and sanded everything. here we have this water stain on the furniture. This is on the top of the furniture. Normally, when we have a white stains, that means that they are surface level and the moisture is trapped in the finishing and we can get rid of this easily. The black stains are deeper. They show that the moisture has reached the wood itself and require more aggressive techniques. So here I'm using Barkeeper's Friends that has oxalic acid and helps light up the stain. I had to apply like 3 or 4 times until I get the tone that I was expecting and the tone that I knew my stain would cover afterwards. Sometimes, just sometimes, the problems comes with easy solutions. Look at that. Here I use a solution with half vinegar and half water to clean up the brass, and then I just use those steel wool super fine to clean everything. Here I'm showing that one of the hardware was missing the back plate, and I have to create a one, so I just got a washer and try to make look like the back plate. I ended up losing the first one. I got it this different, a little bit different one, but worked the same. So one of the drawers were stained and I wasn't able to get it off. So I decided to put a wallpaper in there to make it look pretty again. And I also add some beeswax to the drawers to bring life back to them. Well, the video is almost ending and I would like to use this moment to just thank you for watching. It means a lot to me that you got to the end. My channel is basically brand new, so it's nice to have your support. So if you can, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if you find it useful, or if you just had fun with me. I had fun with finishing this furniture and I love that I can share with you guys. So if you have any comments or any advice that you guys would like to give me for the future, I'm open to it. Leave a comment from it below and we'll answer them as soon as I can. And don't forget that all materials used on this video will be on my Amazon storefront and the link for it is on my profile. There's tons of videos already recorded, just waiting the moment to shine here on YouTube. So don't forget to ring the bell so you get notification every time I post a new video. Well, so here comes the result. See you later. Ciao.